Welcome back. Congressman Ed Case is speaking out this afternoon about why he will vote to impeach President Donald Trump tomorrow. And it's a decision that he says he didn't fully make until this weekend. Our Washington correspondent Matt Knadler spoke with Congressman Case just a few hours ago. And Matt, what made him decide to impeach?
Lindsay, good afternoon. Good to be with you again. We talked to Congressman Ed Case, who has been in favor of the articles of impeachment in this impeachment inquiry so far, and he says he will be a yes vote when the full House votes on impeachment tomorrow. KITV, so far the only local station to sit down one-on-one with Case about this. When we met with him earlier today, he said there were really two things that did sway that decision: his oath to support and defend the Constitution, and the way that the articles of impeachment were written. The articles focused on the president's abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. Case said he felt that there was enough evidence to back up those articles, and ultimately that influenced his decision as well. Now, Case was somewhat on the fence in recent weeks. He was told us that as far as recently as last week, we should say, that he hadn't made up his mind on whether or not to impeach. He told us influence from voters in his district also impacted his decision this weekend, along with the chance to really review the evidence from these recent hearings. So again, he will be a yes vote for impeachment when the full House is scheduled to vote tomorrow.
If any president is allowed to manipulate the foreign policy of our country to his or her domestic, personal political gain, that's an abuse of power. And the framers contemplated that, and they anticipated that.
Now, a developing story here on Capitol Hill today. We're hearing that Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard, she reportedly is going to introduce legislation this afternoon focusing on the censure of President Donald Trump. All of this coming on the eve of tomorrow's House vote. Now, we've worked to confirm that directly with the Congresswoman's office. They have not returned our calls and emails just yet. But we've been focusing on Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard as well on the impeachment issue. She remains undecided at this point on the campaign trail, saying this weekend she felt this was an overly partisan and politicized process. We'll wait to see how she will vote tomorrow. Again, if we get an update on this censure legislation, we'll let you know about that as well online at KITV.com. Live on Capitol Hill, Matt Knadler, KITV4 Island News.
Matt, thank you. The open enrollment period for Obamacare has been extended. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services say the deadline is now December 18th, which is tomorrow, and the move